Hello fellow YouTubers and World of Warship players, and welcome back to another episode of Remarkable Replays with your host Lone Gun. And today we're looking at the Tonijn. This was uploaded by Camrade Camrade Kermit. Yes. Well, we'll call him Kermit, or Kermit. The Tonijn is a bit of an unusual sub. Admiral packs. It was available in Admiral packs, and it was available to buy for doubloons. So you won't see many of these, and it's probably for the best, to be brutally honest. What's with the FOV on this? As you can see from the torpedo dispersion there, the dispersion on the torpedoes is a little wild compared to other submarines. It's not quite as narrow when you launch your torpedoes, so there's a certain amount of randomness. That said, she gets dumbfire torpedoes that can fire to 13 kilometers. That's right, 13 kilometers. There you go. Reload time of 55.3 seconds. Okay, so nasty. 15k damage a pop, 65 knots. Good reload time on those. And the acoustic homing torpedoes, still decent range, 12 kilometer, but a lot less damage, 8,810, but 85 knots speed. She's also got this doohickey here, which is enhanced rudder gears, which allows you to basically turn your submarine and go up and down under the ocean a lot faster. It's a 20% buff to that, and it lasts for 30 seconds, and the cooldown between uses is 96.9 seconds. So it's a get out of jail free card if you're getting stormed by tons of ASW. You might get lucky. You might be able to weave your way through the depth charge strikes. Popping some torpedoes on the corner there. You've got... This is the thing, this is a Dutch submarine, and what I haven't told you is she gets airstrikes like this one here. So 88-second reload time, 41% chance of starting fires, 5 bombs in payload. Well, we'll probably get to see it in action. It's got a range of 10 kilometers. I believe it can only be used on the surface, though. I think if you're underwater, you can't use the airstrike. There we go, the airstrike comes out. There's a Thor over there, Venezia. And there's the Surkov. So the enemy team has a Surkov, do they? He's going to do a drop on the Thor or the Venezia.
Torpedo's aan bakboord. Vijandelijk slagschip gedetecteerd. Torpedo's aan bakboord. In de lucht.
Okay.
Torpedo's recht vooruit.
That looks like I was relatively unsuccessful. Launching more torps. The circle, avoiding the circle of torps.
Torpedo's recht vooruit.
Pings the Thor, who instantly repairs. So that's on cooldown. It's going to wait for the cooldown effect to run off. As you can see, the airstrike has been locked because we're underwater, so at least you can't airstrike underwater. That would be a little too crazy. Okay, using the homing torpedoes this time with the pings. And you can see the rudder shift doohickey down here has allowed Kermit to maneuver rapidly away from the target. And now the Thor's in a lot of trouble because he's got a double ping on him and a whole load of incoming torpedoes. Yeah, she gets four sets of torpedoes out of the bow launcher, out of the stern launcher, and a similar story out of the bow. Yeah, 4 and 4, nasty. And there you go. And wow. Rip Thor. And that wasn't easy. That was all done whilst in spotting range of the Surkov that has submarine surveillance. And that's a good thing to note. She does get 9-kilometer submarine surveillance, just like the German subs and the Russian subs. So that's something to bear in mind too. It's very good at detecting subs, and the hydrophone is 8 kilometer, I do believe. Let's just confirm that. Yeah. Okay. There's a lot going on here. It's going to periscope depth. And now we're diving, and he's going after the Surkov with homing torps. He's definitely chased the Surkov away. The Surkov has cleared the ping. So again, we just wait until the repair party goes into cooldown status. So about 10 seconds should do it. And then you can ping again. I would say, actually, if you want to be really sure, 15 to 20 seconds is a better window, to be honest. And that ping will stick. It's going for the double. It's going for the double ping. Kermit. And he gets it. Well played, Kermit. My goodness. Not easy to get because he's not using an enhanced or a nice wide fat ping. This is quite a narrow ping like on normal submarines. I'm looking at the exceptionally wide ping you get on the U4501. Okay, we're surfacing again.
Vijandelijke slagschepen gedetecteerd.
And those torps are now basically locked in on the Surkov. I think he's doomed. Don't think there's anything you can do about that. Okay, launching an airstrike on the Prussian, and down goes the Surkov.
Vijandelijke onderzeeër vernietigd.
The teams are fairly even for points, looking at what's going on. The Hawaii in mid being supported by the Thor. The team's got A, it's contesting B, and C is now under the control of Team Red. Okay, they're dropping ASW. The Tonijn, no, it's a Tonijn. Apparently that's how you say it, the Tonijn, which means tuna, bizarrely. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but apparently Tonijn means tuna. Oh, another hit on the Prussian. Really clearly have a lot of toys to play with, don't you? The airstrike's going in.
Commandant, we zijn gedetecteerd.
And he's put a fire in the Prussian. Okay, homing torpedoes are moving in. Okay, he's taking quite a lot of health damage. Kermit's in trouble, so he's moving away. Submerged. You get around 5 minutes of submersion time in this submarine before you need to come up and restore your batteries. Hey.
Vijandelijk slagschip vernietigd.
And the Tonijn takes another scalp. That's 3 ships dealt with on this flag, and there's only the Venezia left. Okay, again, he's dropping the ping, using the homing torpedoes. Dropping oil everywhere, that's a bit of a worry. Coming up to the surface to lose the oil trail. Oil trail lost. And double ping again on the Venezia. He's good with the double pings. I'm very impressed, Kermit. Very impressed. I know how hard that is to do from personal experience, so... And those torps are coming in fast and hard, oh no. Bye-bye, Venezia. Bye-bye. And it's a general offensive.
Vijandelijke kruiser naar de bodem gestuurd.
And we're up to 4 kills. Wow. Very well played. And you totally controlled the flank. And now A is firmly under Team Green's control. Shocked, I tell you. Okay, we've got the Des Moines and the Vermont contesting the B cap. And the Tonijn is moving in to support. Looking at the ranges. Okay, let's have a quick look at that. That's interesting. So, airstrike range is 10 kilometers. Yeah, I think I've already mentioned that. So the Des Moines is coming within airstrike range. But unfortunately Tonijn is under radar from the Des Moines, which has just worn off. That was pretty risky, but we're still good. It doesn't look like the Des Moines noticed the submarine, because there's no ASW coming. Okay. A sleepy Des Moines is about to discover that there is a submarine on his flank. Now he sends his planes. Double ping again on the Des Moines. Look at those torpedoes home in. Oh my. Des Moines manages to avoid. No. Got hit on the nose. Right on the bow. 3 good hits and a flood. And an airstrike. Oh my god. That is a wow. Wow. Bye bye, Des Moines. We have a Kraken. So when all the toys come together, the homing torpedoes and the airstrike, you do a staggering amount of alpha. And that alpha strike was brutal. Absolutely brutal. Bad day to be a Des Moines.
Torpedo's achter het schip.
The Tonijn truly is a scary tuner. Well done, Kermit. Okay. Using the rear launchers, sends out 4 of the best. Again, sticks a ping on the Vermont. He is launching all his torpedoes. I'm not sure I would do that. I usually launch them in pairs so that the enemy player can clear his ping. He's got a double ping on there. Guy cleared. Yep. You see, he cleared his ping. I still think some of those torps are going to hit, though, aren't they? Because they are traveling at 85 knots. So, yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Here comes the airstrike. There's a Vampire 2, so we're diving to avoid the Vampire 2, yeah. Good plan. Again, he gets a ping out, but it was neutralized by the Vermont. And we get our Confederate badge, but the Vermont, is he still burning? Yes, he's still burning. He's still on fire. And he's desperately trying to heal through that damage, through the fire. Torpedoes coming in on the bow. And there's the Archer fish right next to him. That's amazing. And he's got double ping on the bow, so I'd say the Vermont is now doomed. Those torps look good. And yeah. Wow. Nicely played, Kermit. Excellent play. And that is 1 Vermont deleted. Meanwhile, the Vampire 2 is in hot pursuit. And he's been pinged. He's not clearing the ping. He has slowed down, however, so the second ping missed. No double ping for you. He's going to try for it. He's trying for the double ping on the nose. And he gets it. Sends some homing torps. And the Vampire 2 is now in trouble. Turns desperately away to try and avoid the torpedoes. The torpedoes track. And yeah, the Bluey. Wow. General offensive and coordinated attack. Am I witnessing absolute murder here from this boat? This is crazy. And now he's sending torps towards the Stalingrad. He's got his ping on again. He's pinging like a boss. And he's not really getting punished for it, is he? He's been pinging a lot this match, Kermit. And the ASW is way off the ball. Way off the mark. Got a double ping on the Stalingrad, sending 4 of the best. Going for the airstrike. There's a U-4501 in the distance, heading towards the Essex. Looks like he's hunting our carrier. And another fire, and shoulder to shoulder, and strike team. This is going to be a big medal match, isn't it? This is going to be a big medal match for Kermit. My goodness. Totally dominating this match. Totally dominating. That's 7 ships sunk. And the Stalingrad is looking very shaky indeed. One airstrike, one well-placed airstrike should finish him off. But unfortunately for Kermit, the airstrike is on cooldown. Okay, Team Red now own 2 caps. Team Green only have the 1 cap remaining. And it's very much looking like Team Red might steal the win. No way. 28 seconds until Team Red wins. What can Tonijn do about that? I mean, he can go on to cap, but it's a bit late for that, really? Wow. This has been a crazy Game of Thrones. Oh, man. Fantastic play from you, Mr. Kermit, sir. Very impressed. Thank you so much for the upload, and unlucky not to win that. You certainly put the work in. Over 1 million credits earned there. 7 ships sunk. 33 torpedoes fired. Or hit, even more importantly. You fired a lot more than 33, I'm sure of that. 7 floodings and an incredible amount of medals. My goodness. If you look at the team score, he sat at the top there on 2,210 base XP. Now, some people, you know, I'd be happy with that for a win, right? I would be happy with that for a win. And that's a loss. So, wow. This would have been 3 or 4k base XP if he'd won. That's crazy. That's crazy. He almost beat the Stalingrad who won. That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. And then if we look at the detailed report, you can see 53k on the Prussian, 43k on the Vermont, 39k on the Thor, 28k on the Des Moines, 13k on the Venezia, and so it goes. 32k on the Stalingrad. Very unlucky not to kill the Stalingrad, to be honest. You might have been able to clutch the game had that happened. 228,423 damage caused, although I'm not so sure. 151,838 of that was from the torpedoes. 33 hits. Okay. 60 torpedoes launched. And the airstrike did 35,732, but that's not the whole story, is it? With 34 hits. Because from those airstrikes, he got 25,951 in fires alone. And from his torpedoes, 14,902 in floodings. So the Tonijn is a pretty formidable submarine. I'm certainly going to watch out for that one next time I'm playing around him. Good lord. And there's the breakdown of the credits. 20% booster on. 211,905 credits earned there. Spent 892,500. Those figures look a bit weird. Those figures look a bit off. They really do. So if we go back to the personal score, we got that. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. And thank you all very much for watching. There'll be another Remarkable Replays next week, which brings Season 2 to an end. But there is one more, the finale, if you like. And it's going to be a corker. And thank you, Kermit, very much for uploading this. Comrade Kermit, this was an amazing match, and you were very unlucky not to win it in your Tonijn. Thank you all very much for watching. And if you enjoyed my content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Thank you. We were never born to be the obvious.